Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do some more missing people cases. You want to know what article I'm reading this off of? It's ourblackgirls.com. I was on another page, but I lost that page, so I guess it was meant for me to be on this page. I would be the ones breaking the codes, seeing where they are located, or if they are alive or deceased. Okay, so let's begin. It's about Jessica Guillot, Guillot, 21. 5 people kidnapped her in 2013. She remains missing. Okay, yeah, she is deceased. Okay, because how the picture is taken, because what they did to my ex-wife, aka my baby mama, Sandra Bland. Okay, and she said they thought that she was me or something. Okay. In her youth, Jessica Guillot had a bit of trouble. It is reported that while she was a teen, Jessica has been involved with drugs and substance abuse, in addition to her run-ins with the laws. But by the time she was 21, her mother claimed that she was making better choices. She's saying all that is true. By 2013, Jessica had 2 children and was getting back on track, and her family was hopeful that her addictions were behind her. She said that's true. However, like 10 of millions of others, Jessica Guillot continued to struggle through her recovery. True. Then on September the 7th, 2013, she seemingly vanished without a trace. Despite any issues that plague her, Jessica's loved ones insist that she wouldn't just walk away from her life without notifying someone, nor would she leave without returning within a day or two. She's saying true. She said when she was doing drugs like weed and stuff, she was at home doing it. The last time anyone saw Jessica, she was walking away from her home in Sport, Louisiana. She said she was going to the store. She had taken her daughter to her mother's residence, and after that, she was gone. See, to mother, she was sold, okay? She was gone. Jessica's mothers were later... So the first part, she said they assumed that soon she was me. She said, nah, she didn't say that. Jessica's mother would later go to her home to try to find her, and when she arrived, she noticed that the place was in chaos. It looked as if someone ransacked the residence. She's saying who? Like when she went outside, it was people already in her house after she went to go to the store. Then when they got her, she said, okay, how she also looked. Just 1 month after she disappeared, 5 people were tagged with aggravated kidnapping charges in connection to Jessica's case, so they got her body. Police believe Donnie Ellis, Willie Price Jr., ASA Bentley, Chadwick McGee, and Tamika Williams coordinated to outdo Jessica Guillot because she illegally stole money and cocaine. She's saying who? And they really wanted her body, okay? Her body and her money, her spiritual money, her wealth, okay, spiritually. That's what that also means. 2 of the robbery can stand for they want a body and shit. 2 of the suspects, McGee and Bentley, was reportedly also given charges of aggravated assault with a firearm. Jessica and Williams were distantly related, as the missing woman's nephew is Williams' child's half-brother. Reports state that when Williams took the stand, she told the court that she and the suspect drove around looking for Jessica before kidnapping her and throwing her in the back of an SUV. They've been watching her. Ellis was reportedly behind the wheel as Bentley subdued Jessica by sitting on top of her. True. According to Williams, Bentley threatened to kill Jessica before choking her as she pleaded for help. She's saying Miles James paid them to do this, okay? So he wanted her body too. The attack was not quick, said Williams. For approximately 10 to 15 minutes, Williams testified she heard all sorts of noises behind her, including glass breaking, choking sounds, or struggling breaths, and the sounds of a person being hit, in addition to the smell of feces. Also, she told me to tell y'all about the kids. The reason why they rape kids and rape people, she said the reason why they rape kids is because they don't want the kids to die virgin. Okay. Williams claimed she never turned around to see what was going on in the SUV because she was testing with her sister and was later dropped off at her home. Court lies, okay? Court documents stated that later that day, the suspect returned to pick up Williams, and she testified that it seems that Maggie had been crying. Yet they sold her to Miles James. Weeks later, or he sold her to them, okay? Weeks later, no, those his goons. So he bought Jessica. But he just had his goons to get her, okay? Weeks later, Williams, yes, that would happen to Olivia Brown as well. Weeks later, Williams claimed she called the police and pointed them in her own direction because she was ready to tell her story, but she wanted authorities to come to her. She would add that Bentley, that's ransom talk right there. She would add that Bentley, like some set it off shit. She would add that Bentley took her to a field the following day and said he disposed of Jessica Guillot's remains there. Some of it. Williams did not want to, the things he did not like, she was saying. Williams did not want to look at the aftermath, but Bentley illegally said that he planned on moving the remains to another location. Yes. Investigators could not find evidence inside of the SUV tying the suspect to a murder. Yet there was a consistency with Williams' story, like a particular broken window, because Bentley's girlfriend filed a police report stating that the vehicle had been vandalized. In the summer of 2014, Maggie was convicted of simple kidnapping. He was sentenced to life in prison, but later it was vacated because the appellate court stated evidence only showed that Maggie was there for the kidnapping, but it did not show he committed a crime or had the intention of participating in criminal activities. When they say that, they mean they killed everybody. They killed all the police officers. They killed all the police that was in that station. Okay, and he was there when they killed her. Prosecutors fought the appeal, and the life in prison sentence was later reinstated. And no, she did not know them. These little Mob James and them goons, okay? Little people, they goons or whatever, how it go. In early 2015, both Price and Bentley was found guilty of second-degree kidnapping, and by the spring, it was pleaded guilty to simple kidnapping. Williams secured a plea deal for her testimony. The deal called for her to plead guilty to obstruction of justice with an agreed-upon sentence of 10 years in prison. Reads court documents. Price received 30 years, while Bentley was sentenced to 70 years in prison. None of the 5 suspects were charged with the death of Jessica Guillot. However, the district attorney said that if there was a witness or evidence to prove that Jessica was no longer alive, they would certainly seek murder charges. Jessica remains a missing person. At the time of her disappearance, Jessica Guillot stood 5 feet 2 inches tall and weighed 125 to 135 pounds. She had black, dark brown hair and brown eyes. She had a scar on the left side of her face from the corner of her mouth towards her left cheek. Jessica had a tattoo on her left hand of the letters HBC, head of bitch in charge. Her middle name is Raquel, Raquel. Her dental and DNA records are on file. Anyone with information regarding this case is urged to contact the Avoyelles, Avoyelles, Parish Sheriff's Office at 318-253-4000 or their local authorities. The agency case number is 13-1014-01, capitalized D. Please share this story about Jessica Guillot to help bring her home. She is our sister and her life matters, okay? Y'all want to help with this case, y'all can. I don't do it for the fame or the money. I do it because it's what I love to do, okay? I'm out. Peace.